Hi guys, Kelly Wright here with Peace, Love, and Wellness, bringing you a video today specifically on the hamstrings. A lot of people have chronically tight hamstrings, which leads to inflexibility and also sometimes low back pain. So practicing this regularly can really benefit you. I hope you join me and let me know what you think. We're going to start off in mountain pose. Our feet are going to start underneath our hips and our palms are going to face forward, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Take a nice big breath in. Send that breath all the way down into the belly. As you exhale, feel the shoulders soften even more down away from the ears. Begin to engage that core a little bit by pulling the belly button to the spine. Really press through the four corners of each foot. Taking another nice big breath all the way down into the belly. This time exhaling the breath out through the four corners of each foot. Good, we're going to begin to inhale, reaching the arms up to the ceiling. Holding here, we're going to take the right hand, reaching for the left wrist, and pulling that wrist up and over across the body, and just taking a few breaths here. Inhale back to center, release that wrist and grab out the opposite wrist, left hand to right wrist. Reach up and over, pulling, finding a stretch through that side body. Inhale back to center. Release those hands to prayer in front of the heart. Actively press through the palms, lift that heart up. And as you inhale, lift up, finding a little arch through the back. Exhale, releasing back to center. Arms come up over the head. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. Pressing through the four corners as we hinge, reaching for opposite elbows and allowing that torso to hang. We're going to be here for about 10 breaths. So allowing gravity to do the work here, releasing tension in the head and jaw. Staying rooted in the four corners, not shifting forward or back into the heels. Bringing that focus to the body, just noticing where you're feeling this stretch and sending your breath there. Being mindful that we're not locking out the knees, that there is a micro bend in them. Good, and now we're going to bend through the knees. Nice generous bend. Release those hands. The backs of the hands come down to the floor. And we're just going to rest our chest on those upper thighs, coming into a ragdoll position. Engage that pelvic floor, pull the belly button in. The upper body is relaxed and the legs are nice and strong. You'll feel a little more work in the legs here. Go ahead and release those hands out in front of you. Placing the hands under the shoulders, we're going to step our right foot back and then the left. Good. Finding ourselves in high plank, our elbows spiral in. Our hips are up high. Our pelvis isn't sinking down, it's up nice and high. Core engaged. Good. We're going to drop one knee down or both. And keeping those elbows hugged into the ribs, we're going to lower that chest down. Stepping those forearms out in front of us. Elbows under shoulders, pressing that heart forward. Good, lowering the chest all the way down. Resting your head for just a moment on top of your hands. Feeling the glutes and thighs relax. Feeling the shoulders relax. Good, we're going to take those hands under our shoulders, pressing the chest up, and also pulling those hips up and back as well. Bring the hands under the shoulders, knees under hips. We're gonna take a cat-cow flow here. Inhaling, lifting tailbone, lifting chin. Exhale, rounding through, tucking pelvis, tucking chin, gazing at belly button. 2 more times at your own pace. Releasing back to a neutral spine. We're just gonna walk the hands up so that we're on our knees. And from here, we're going to step our right foot out in front, and we're gonna stack the knee over the ankle. We really don't want the knee jutting over the ankle in this case. So knee over ankle, we're gonna tuck the pelvis, lift up through the spine. Our arms come up over the head. And then, if it's available, we can start to sink forward, finding a stretch through the top of that left quad. Imagining the inner thighs pulling together, pressing through that front foot, and also pressing through the top of the back foot. Good, exhale, release the hands down to the floor, or you can have some blocks nearby to release your hands down to as well. So finding length through the spine. We're gonna start to walk back. We're gonna sink both hips back towards that left heel, and those right toes are gonna start to come up. Now, if the legs are super tight, you may have a bend that stays in this knee here, and that's all right. Breathing through the hamstring. If at any point you need a deeper stretch, lift that heart, draw the shoulders back. Good, begin to take this left hand or block over to meet the right. Finding a little bit of a twist, you'll feel a different area that's being stretched on the outer portion of the leg. Good, begin to walk that left hand back over. Shift forward, back into that front foot. Tuck the left toes. Send that left knee up to the sky. Pulling the belly button in, engaging the core. We're going to lift up into a high lunge. Exhale, bring those elbows to 90 degrees, lift the heart. Keep that pelvis tucked, belly button pulled in. Sink lower. Good, pressing off that back foot, we're gonna come into a standing position. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Step one foot back and then the other. Come onto both knees or one knees, or just lower down to chaturanga. Pressing through to cobra or sphinx, shoulders drawing down away from ears. Glutes are soft, thighs are soft. Inhale, press through the hands, shift the hips back, tabletop position. 2 cat-cow flows here at your own pace, connecting breath to movement. Releasing back to center. Good, we're gonna walk those hands back up, coming onto our knees, and we're gonna take that over to the left side now. So that left foot comes out, knee stacked over ankle, tuck the pelvis, pull the core in, press the heart forward, arms come up, sink it lower if it's available. Exhale, release those hands down to the floor or to the blocks. Find length through the spine. And then slowly start to walk the hips back. Left toes come up, pointing to the ceiling. Breathe into that hamstring. Take that right hand over to meet the left. Inhale back to center. Shift that weight forward into that left foot. Tuck the left toe or right toes, send that knee up, press through that foot, engage the core, torso up. Exhale, arms 90 degrees, lift the heart, pull the belly button in. Inhale, back up. Pressing off that back foot into a forward fold. Standing here, rooting through those four corners. Take those opposite elbows again and just check in with the body, seeing if this position feels any different from the first time we took it. Bend the knees, keep a hold of those elbows. Inhale those arms up, over the head, tuck the pelvis, sink lower. Inhale, release those hands down, returning back to our mountain pose. Take a breath in, close the eyes. Feel the effects of this flow. And that is a brief hamstring stretch with the yoga flow. I hope you try it. I hope it serves you. Let me know what you think.